Hello, everyone. I do not usually do this. Also, new camera position. I'm trying it out. Tell me what you think. Um, I usually don't do this kind of stuff. I usually don't do horror. As you can tell, my channel is mainly and only TF2 with the occasional, stupid shit. I got recommended by a friend to try it out, and there's nothing. I don't know what I'm looking at, but still, hey. Uh, Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. So, the really only game, I won't keep this too long. The only game I really have played that's something like this is Doki Doki. And that was way back. So, it's going to be a ride for me and you. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Explore the end of the world, what are you talking about? You consider that maybe the reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Can't someone else do it? Hold up. Say this. Go back. Can't someone else do it?
You're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Well, you do. Okay. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending? Forget it, I'm not doing... Oh, I like this actually. This is actually pretty good. Let's see. So I pick. Sweet, I've always... Sweet!
Spirit.
Yeah!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
No, we can be whatever we want to be.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What if I keep scrolling? Is there a secret option? There's no secret option. Okay. I'm gonna just step in here. There's gonna be a gun to my head or something.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Skip by accident. Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's so. Excuse me, by the way.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
All
Who's
right.
there?
Keanu Reeves, and I'm here to take back my dog.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Bitch, I know you're
Don't let
not.
it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm... Hold up.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Good luck,
Good luck,
here.
hero.
That's gonna be good.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She doesn't seem too binded.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No way.
You step forward, your grip on the blade
Come
tightening as you
on,
steal
don't tell
your
me she
resolve.
gets away with this.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the
You lunge
princess!
forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way
Fuck
and look
you.
down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh my bad. We have a badass over here. Whoops.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying,
Nah,
she
she'll
entirely
reload.
believes
She'll just
herself
like
to
pull
be
out her
alive
save cop.
and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. This one's funny because I turn my back and next thing you know, she lunges at me. But this one's reasonable.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Oh,
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from
She ain't
that.
dead. Okay. How many slave slots we got? Plenty enough. Alright. There's gonna be a lot of saving. I want to remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
Fuck you.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh
Quick,
my lord.
let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life.
We're not done yet.
guess we're
We are
even
not
now.
done. No, we're not.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? For whatever that's worth.
Well, I'm skipping. Because I know.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
What? Can I go back?
You're on a path in the woods.
No. I'm going back. Yes. Fuck, I override it. Well, shit. Oh, well. Can do this. Yes.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. You walked. She's focused on the.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably... So,
She's on.
Slay
You
the
lunge forward. You
princess.
feel flesh eat.
this is it. Do you...
It's like she's yes, but it's over. Is it over?
Alright, we're back. After I overrided the save slot by accident. So, of course, she's dead.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I'm on my mic.
It's over.
I've got a big problem with that. feel like she's going to throw the
With your
knife
work
at me.
done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
So
You
I've
open
seen,
the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
but it's not.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood
the
mere
narrator's
minutes ago,
evil.
the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Fuck you, narrator.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Bullshit, let me out of here. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. Oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Keep skipping by accident. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. Like, I like it here. Explore. We'll do
Are we
explore.
really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Oh my lord. Alright, back to it. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you were the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out
Oh
of this.
lord, killing ourselves.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Explorer wouldn't using a blade, kill us, wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get us the hell out of here. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick. Alright, this is an ending and this is an ending. Alright, we're gonna do this. No, because that was an ending. We're gonna do this, because I can always go back to here. Alright. Actually, no, we're gonna do this. Alright, so you know what? I had a good life.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
That's not very nice.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Fucky you. I changed.
You're on a path in the woods, And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now! I'm wise to your tricks. Alright, we'll hold off for that. Turn around and leave.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Ooh, lie. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh. I want to be a jackass. At the same time, I want to just be quiet.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
That is a cool detail.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I don't want to save it.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he? You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
My bad.
Forever.
I forgot death is forever. Not in this place.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Ooh. Alright, new ending.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Not the hands! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Exterminites find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty. I can crawl inside. I need something shaped like me. It's not. Denial? Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Shit, we're back to chapter 1.
It's a
Damn.
cabin. You're here to slay.
Okay. So we are back at the... Oh, there's a lot of exploring I can do. So this takes us back. Alright, so that was pretty much the introduction. Alright, cool.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I ain't looking... Let's see.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So let's see what happens if we take the blade and then we second guess ourselves when we
It'd be
don't
rather
attack.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Nothing new yet.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Then there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? No. Well, dude, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I don't know about that. Also, sorry if this gets in the way, but it's the best spot for me.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
True. I like that. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I did kill her, so we can see how this goes.
Do you?
Don't just tell her that.
No, let's tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How are you still alive?
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
That's true.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
She might
She
be.
is. I'm sure of it.
Too long.
Okay.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, she's been down here for a while, so I can't complain.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Get over it, narrator.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Clearly they would.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Damn. Alright.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
I know a certain creature who decided to break their wings off instead. They just waited a little bit longer, help would have got them, and they'd still be able to fly.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the
Damn,
blade
that's
against
graphic.
the
I don't know if I
princess's
can let
arm,
that stay.
just above the
Ooh.
massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
I'll blur that out. I'll blur that part out.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
She dead?
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey, stop that. That's
This
cheating.
isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Oh,
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
This is getting
You're doing your
intriguing.
best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was very worth it. Prisoner. Okay. So we made it to chapter 2 now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be
The end of the world. How many times have I heard that now? But I died. Let's see. No, we'll do a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Silly narrator.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
It's just Groundhog Day.
And
Not
as
that
far
hard.
as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Yep. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing happened. Nope. We'll keep it quiet.
A
Proceed.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
Boop.
everything in her power to stop you. Yes.
Oh, you can't skip
don't
it.
believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
This time we need to look for a key. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A
It's
few pathetic
changed.
wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and the only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
Oh, you're fucking with me.
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
This is
A
already
few
different.
sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
No.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Been here before. And am I the only one who remembers that? No, can't drop it out just yet.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Yes.
I got an achievement for that. Damn.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Damn.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
That's actually true, yeah.
Yep. Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. No. Nope.
That's rude.
Hmm.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't.
There is.
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And
Alright,
after
Dick.
that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Oh. Shit. Suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small. First, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Yeah, you're right. The basement is weathering away.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
That's a good point.
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And... I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
So she just consumed herself in despair?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? It is. Does that mean the world ended? It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear. I'm begging you, don't do this.
We have no other choice.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's me. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the inhabiting shell. The shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing that I met in space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought it was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. Everything, until we meet again.
Really?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Damn, that was brutal. She asked if I will let you remember her. You won't. Chapter
You're on
1.
a path in the woods. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Up. Ooh. I have been recording for a bit. This recording's already 50 minutes long. I am just going to swap it. I'm going to end here. I'll do another one. Let me just save real quick. Alright. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This should come out. I ain't gonna say when this will come out, but regardless, I hope y'all enjoy the new. I gotta fix the lighting here, but I hope y'all enjoy the new camera. That's something I wanted to try out actually, because I've always liked doing YouTube as a hobby, and I want to continue doing it. I won't keep this outro any much longer. Just tell me in the comments if you want me to keep doing it again and doing this some more. And till the next one.